Dawson has a pretty nice rail trail. It parallels the Yukon River, so you get beautiful views, and on the other side is the town. This is the edge of the Dawson City ferry crossing. You can see the ferry on the other side, and that's the top of the world highway over there. Takes you on to Alaska and the US border crossing. Here's a ceremonial dipping of the tire in the Yukon River. On the other side of the river, the cars are getting loaded. The ferry is open 24/7 except once the river freezes and they can't cross anymore. It's making good time across the river. This is a dredge bucket with my bike against it for scale, and these would be linked together in a giant chain and just scoop out the gravels, process the material, and take out the gold. This is the SS Kino, and it is a paddle wheeler that was used for transportation on the Yukon River. That is my kind of RV. Stopped at the grocery store and I got a big old thing of blueberries and a Coke. I'm sincerely enjoying seeing all these overlander trucks. This is a statue simply paying tribute to the miner. Dawson is a pretty neat city. They have wooden sidewalks, dirt roads. This is the Downtown Hotel, home of the Sourdough Saloon and the Sourdough Cocktail, the Bank of British North America. I just love all these old buildings. Here's an example of one of the wooden sidewalks and how the buildings are raised on planks. A little teeny radio station, the spirit of Dawson. So far I've gone to 4 stores trying to find a water filter, but none of them had any. One store actually carried them, but they were out of stock. At the last store I stopped in, they recommended a store that's out of town that might have some, so I'm riding out there to see. This is the confluence of the Yukon River and the Klondike River. You can see where the crystal clear water of the Klondike River does not blend with the dirtier water of the Yukon River for quite some time. Here's a view of the Klondike River just outside of Dawson. Well, this store was my last option. It was about 2 miles outside of town. They didn't have any water filters either. Not positive what I'll do. One of the stores did say they had tablets. I may try that. Probably will buy a bottle of those, see if I can stomach the taste. I just don't know about riding that far just with using tablets. I'm afraid I might get sick. This is a woolly mammoth replica that's on display next to the bike path. Looks like we have some rain moving in. The weather here changes in an instant. This is St. Paul's Church. It's a really pretty structure. St. Andrew's Church is leaning a little bit to one side. Dawson City is where Jack London spent some time, and he wrote Call of the Wild. He's a famous author. This is a museum dedicated to him, and I believe it was his house. I'm eating the blueberries as I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to do since I cannot find a water filter in town. Did some laundry and cleaned the bike. Got the laundry out drying. Well, stuff goes from bad to worse. I have not been able to find a water filter, and then I discovered that my bike is messed up. The spokes are all loose. Sending it off with a bike mechanic who hopefully will have it done tomorrow, if not the next day. I'm really hoping for tomorrow. I just finished eating at the Triple J, and I think it was the best cheeseburger I've ever had, and the fries were amazing as well. and things have certainly turned around. I found a water filter, and the bike mechanic has my bike fixed and is going to bring it back in the mornings. This is my friend Jay. Jay is actually riding his bike all the way from Dead Horse to Ushuaia, Argentina. So he is a man. We had a great time last night and went to a bar, and wish him luck, and I'm glad I met you.
Thank you very much, Rob.
And what is your Instagram?
It's rustic_wheels. Rustic_wheels.
All right, so give him a follow.
Staying all night, staying in